Chronic waste disease, or CWD, it's a silent and slow killer of deer, and it's becoming more prevalent across southeastern Minnesota.
And after an outbreak in Wisconsin, the Minnesota DNR is taking steps to stop it from spreading here. Our Noah Kaplan joins us now. Noah, how is CWD affecting deer in our area?
Well, Zach and Cami, there is concern about the disease spreading to farm deer here after positive cases of the illness were traced back to a deer farm in Wisconsin that sent hundreds of deer to several states. But containment of this disease is quite complicated. For the third time in less than a year, movement of farm deer is banned across the state of Minnesota.
We did one in June. We did one about a year ago in December.
The fear: farm deer movement is spreading chronic wasting disease, or CWD, which impacts wild and farm populations.
As stewards of wild white-tailed deer, we're doing everything we can to try to protect them.
CWD is known as a prion disease, which means it affects proteins in the brain.
And eventually it'll manifest into their brain, giving them neurological issues that cause them to start to waver, get dizzy, fall over, stagger.
One deer hunter in Dodge Center says in spite of mitigation efforts by groups like the DNR, the disease is making its way west among the wild deer population.
And it was kind of just starting to pop up over on the southeast of Minnesota. It has slowly started to come this way. They're kind of doing more control zones, surveillance zones.
Hunters are required to send in samples of caught deer for testing.
They have stopped allowing people to bait deer. You can't even use scents anymore.
What makes monitoring this disease so complicated? Both methods of testing cannot be performed on a live animal.
So we take out lymph nodes, the pharyngeal lymph nodes here. We extract them out of the skulls, and then there's the obex, which is the brainstem of the deer. Obviously, the deer can't be alive for this.
The challenge of managing the disease is it takes a while to manifest itself, and we don't find out until deer are dead.
Currently, there is no reported transmission in Minnesota from the Wisconsin farm that caused this movement ban.
The deer that were transported into Minnesota had been exposed.
There is the potential that we could have CWD showing up, but after a year or so, I believe that they would die, for one, because CWD is lethal, especially in white-tailed deer.
According to Scruton, CWD is transmitted through various bodily fluids amongst the animal family of deer, elk, and moose. There is currently no evidence that the illness could be transmitted to humans or other animal species. Back to you.